What you doing? Hey, what you doing, bud? Bud. Hey, hey. Did you stinky? You were sinky, huh?
There it is. There it is.
Hey. Can you smile all the way? Smile!
Good morning, everybody. So I tell you what, coffee has never tasted so good as it did this morning. So he is consistently waking up at 4 a.m. And sometimes you want to say hi? Yep, you drew that. Okay, don't be so loud. Camden's sleeping. Yep, you did a good job, huh? Oh, in the truck. Yeah, you got a cool truck. Okay, I have no idea where I was. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. So I am I'm just very, very tired. I was very tired last night, in the evening, because I didn't get a whole lot of sleep the night before. He has been that's what I was saying, consistently waking up at 4 a.m. And he doesn't, he's not up crying, but he doesn't settle. So therefore, I'm up because he's loud and noisy. Say not you. So I don't think I got back to sleep till close to 6. And then Kinley and Drew woke up at 7:30. And I went to bed way too late last night because I was overly tired. I don't know. I had a hard time falling asleep. But in other news, I've got this heating pad thing on my neck. So after having babies, I usually have an issue with my neck and my shoulders. And it's just from the way that I carry the babies and feed the babies and all of that. So I woke up this morning very stiff as well. I'm some days it's worse than others. I did go to the chiropractor for it when Camden got adjusted. Oh, sweet boy. Last week. But I did not go this past Tuesday. So today's Thursday. I did not go. I mean, I was there. I was at the chiropractor. Camden got adjusted. But I didn't. Nathan's like, why do you do this to yourself? And I'm like, because it costs extra money. I know. I should just do it. I'm regretting that decision now because my neck hurts pretty bad. So I have an appointment for Camden on next Tuesday as well. So maybe I'll call and see if they can adjust me as well. Because it really did help last week. I don't know why I do this. Mom is funny, huh? So anyways, we're about to get to our school day. I'm sitting here trying to get some coffee in me. He was a little upset, got him calm, and just trying to take care of my neck for a little bit. I think we're just gonna do some school here on the couch, do what we can. And we have grocery pickup later on today, which my kids are very excited about because even though y'all saw all the food that we got in our grocery haul videos, they're saying we have no food in this house. How can that be? Where does all the food go?
We ate all the food.
You ate it? All right, so we are going to we're going to do some math on the couch. And Camden's going to cooperate, right?
Y'all play baby dolls? Kitty, look! Smile! 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 You gonna smile?
You good. Oh, he's got stuff to say.
Smile! Smile! Come on, you can do it!
Okay, so update time. today's day, hang on, today's day is gonna look totally different. So I had shared with y'all in Camden's 1 month update video what the doctor had said and setting up an ultrasound. Well, she called me this morning and they can get him in today at 1:30. So I am gonna take him to get the ultrasound done at 1:30. So he also has to fast for 2 hours before the procedure. So he can't eat after 11:30. And that alone is stress enough when you have a newborn, like to have a fasting test with a newborn. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, baby. I had to do this with Harper with all of her issues that we went through. Anyway, so I'm a little stressed about that. And where I have to go is downtown in the parking garages. And we have a big monster van, which I know we have the mid-roof anyways. I haven't taken our new van down there. I go to every other location except for that one anyways. I don't know where to park. I know that there's large parking. I just have to leave early enough to figure it out. Anyways, it just adds another level of stress. So I have to do that, which I'm thankful that they can get him in so fast. And the doctor even said that she should have the results by today, by this evening. Hopefully she'll give me a call. Okay, so I realize that I'm just rambling on about this. In case y'all don't know, go and see Camden's 1 month update video. It should be the video that came out right before this. If everything goes according to plan, I don't know because my life is a little extra crazy right now. He is having an ultrasound done to see if there's an obstruction because of the way that he's been crying and arching his back. The doctor just wants to rule that out instead of just keep saying it's reflux, which I am so thankful that she is a proactive doctor. Anyways, I won't even go into that, but she's very proactive and very good. So very thankful for her. So that is what we are doing, is an ultrasound just to make sure that everything is functioning properly and that we aren't missing anything more severe than saying it's reflux. So my brain is just going 90 to nothing. So what schoolwork that we have gotten done is just probably going to be good enough for today because I've got to take care of him and all of that stuff. So anyways, I will update y'all along the way as much as I can. Got Camden loaded up. He's grunting in his car seat. We are heading to the hospital. It's at the children's hospital here. He so far has not cried to eat. He has been consolable. I couldn't think of the word. And thankfully he actually does really good in his car seat, which is one thing that the pediatrician was saying. Well, with reflux, usually refluxy babies don't do good in a car seat, but he normally doesn't cry whenever he's in his car seat. Like, we've even put him in his car seat just when we've been at the house to see if it would help calm him down, and it did. So okay, so I'm heading there. I'm not gonna lie, my stomach is in knots. Like, it's in serious knots. Like, I'm super tense and stressed and overwhelmed. But I will get through this. I keep just praying and just keep saying I will get through this day. Oh, it's honestly bringing up a lot of memories of Harper as well, and I know that's part of my overwhelmedness. I can't even talk, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna head on. The kids were also extra just normal stuff, nothing like crazy, but you know, kids pick up on everything that's going on as well. So okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna quit talking. First thing checked off my prayer list. I was praying the whole way here. Lord, please let me find an easy parking spot. So I found a parking spot kind of far from the hospital, so I've got a good bit of a walk. I really don't mind the walk. It's not that big of a deal. I think I don't know if I'm supposed to park here or not. I don't see any no parking signs or anything like that. So worst case, I get towed. Like, I always do that. I look at things and I'm like, so what's the worst thing that could happen here? I could get towed. That wouldn't be that horrible. I mean, it'd be inconvenient, obviously. It'd be stuck down here. Anyway, so, but I don't see any signs that say don't park here. I think I'm honestly parked where construction workers are parking. They're doing a lot of construction at the hospital. So I'm pretty sure that's where it is. There's a lot of trucks. I do see some other like cars. Parking down here is just insane and I hate it and it's stressful. Okay, so I've got 30 minutes to walk over to the hospital. I've got to cross 2 busy streets to get there. But we're gonna do this thing. All right, it's the next day. Say good morning.
Good morning. It still stinks.
Yes. Oh, there's a stinkiness in the van. Somebody tooted apparently. Logan's having a cow. That or the baby just blew out his diaper. So we will see in just a minute. So it's already been a crazy day. I will update everything about Camden in just a minute. Well, whatever. Anyways, we sat down and started doing school and then got a text from Nathan. His truck, like our personal truck, not his work truck, broke down. So he's been sitting at Hardee's down the road since like 6:45 this morning. It's now 10 o'clock. So I'm going to go pick him up. He had to wait for a tow truck and all of that. So it appears to be the alternator. Fun times. I'm like, how much is this going to cost? So it is getting towed to a car repair shop. So anyways, I'm going to go pick him up. I'm cracking up. So we pull up into Nathan's stuck at Hardee's. I can't remember if I said that or not. So he obviously stopped for breakfast this morning and the truck just stopped running. So that probably is the alternator. Anyways, but so I pull up here. Reagan says, "What? Daddy works at Hardee's?" No, he just got stranded at Hardee's. And now all the kids expect food. So
I want biscuits and gravy.
Yeah,
I want biscuits and gravy. I want hash brown. I want biscuits and gravy.
Same.
There
he is.
Here.
All right, we got you.
Got me. Saved me.
Yep. So random day off. Does that mean I get to put you to work at home?
Maybe once I warm up.
All right, yeah. It's also cold and dreary outside. Well, for us.
For Floridians.
Yeah, cold for us Floridians. It's like 55 degrees outside.
Northerners are probably in t-shirts.
All right, let's head home. Now you're eating me up. So we pulled up in here. So all the kids are like, Daddy broke down. It's been a whole event at our house, okay? So we pull up here and Reagan yells, "Daddy works at Hardee's!" It was hilarious. So today is turning out to be another different day. That's just the theme of this week. Is every day is not going according to plan, is it? Which is perfectly fine. That's just life, right? So back home from getting Nathan, he will have the day off. It's unpaid, which really stinks. But he was going to be so late for work. And I don't know, he could have used a vacation day. Anyway, so like I said, today is the next day. Yesterday is whenever I took Camden to the hospital for his ultrasound and shared some of that with y'all. So whenever I got home, I was I was focused on the baby and the other kids and obviously just had a lot of other stuff to do. And so I didn't pick up the camera again. And then actually Nathan came home from work. I told him how everything went. And we also had grocery pickup. I had to go get that as well. I actually had to change the time for that because I was supposed to get that during the same time that Camden was had his appointment. So you can actually reschedule that on the app. I didn't know that. So that was very convenient. Anyway, so rescheduled grocery pickup. Nathan actually got that for me. Anyway, so it was just, a normal day. Anyways, I actually laid down and decompressed too because I was just so overwhelmed. So getting on to Camden. I do not have his results as of yet. I was hoping that I would be able to end this vlog with them, but I haven't heard from the doctor. So I was hopeful. She had told me that she would call me by the evening. Well, she hasn't called me, and so far she hasn't called me today. I don't want to call yet. I'll probably wait till maybe this afternoon. I realize she's obviously very busy with a lot of other patients and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be patient here. So moving on to Camden's appointment. So what's funny is I ended up parking behind a restaurant. I didn't realize this. And as I was getting Camden out of the van, so I had my big van, obviously. As I was getting out of the van, the lady opened up the back door of the restaurant, and she just kind of gave me this look and went, and I was like, oh no. Like, she was like, I was going to tell you, sorry, you can't park here. She was like, but you have a baby. I was like, she was like, so you can park here. If anybody says anything to you, just tell them that Pam, the owner, said that you could park here. And I was like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. You don't know how much this blesses me. I was stressed about finding parking for my big van and all of that. And she kind of looked, she was like, yeah, that is a big vehicle. How many people do you have with you? And I said, well, I only have the baby with me right now. I was like, but I have 11 kids. So, you know, I need this big vehicle. And she just went, you have 11 kids. She's like, you need a break. Oh my goodness. She was like, anytime that you have to come down here, she was like, you can always park here. Just tell them, if anybody ever says anything to you, tell them that Pam, the owner, said that you can park here anytime. I was like, oh my goodness, thank you. I was like, you might regret telling me that because I will need a parking spot again, I'm sure. So anyways, we had a decent walk to the hospital, which again, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but anyways, it's just the area downtown, you know, just like having a walk through there anyways. But so his appointment went good. He actually did not cry to eat. And that was my biggest like stressor as well. So finding parking and worried that he was just going to be screaming and crying because he's hungry and I can't feed him. And it's not like I can reason with a newborn, you know what I mean? So, so they actually called us back rather quickly. He did great throughout the test. He did not cry like at all. He was awake and I just held the passy in his mouth and that sufficed him enough. So I don't have the results like I said. So the test went well. And then, you know, I think we were there, like they looked at him for a while, which made me really extra nervous. I was telling Nathan last night, I was like, so they were like zooming in and like replaying certain portions of the ultrasound video that they had gotten and taken pictures and stuff. And he was like, well, they're looking at organs, Jessica, like, don't read too much into it. I'm sure everything's fine. So we'll see. Just worried mom here. So the ultrasound tech, you know, did the 2 tests that she needed to do. And so they were looking at his abdomen and looking for pyloric stenosis. And then she left and showed the radiologist what she got. And then she came back and she told me that they got everything that they needed, that my doctor would be in contact with me. So that's all that I have as of right now. So I am pretty hopeful that if there is an obstruction or an issue that it's minor because he doesn't have any of the other severe symptoms. I obviously was Googling stuff. He doesn't have, physically I cannot see any blood in his stool. And when he spits up, it is just normal baby spit up. There's no bile in it. So I need to stay off Google. Anyway, so I will update y'all when the doctor updates me. Okay, so I really wanted to end this vlog with an official update on Camden after hearing the doctor from the ultrasound results. So the ultrasound showed no obvious obstructions. However, in the ultrasound, they saw that his left kidney and ureter were enlarged, and his right side is also showing signs of distress. So both kidneys, one's enlarged, one is showing signs of distress, and the ureters. She said that should not cause significant pain unless he had like a UTI or something like that. Like that's usually the symptom of having issues with the kidney and the ureter. Okay. So the radiologist at the hospital's recommendation was to come back in 6 months to rescan the kidney and the ureter and see if anything else, you know, is going on or if they got bigger or weren't functioning properly. Thankfully, my doctor is very proactive and said that she doesn't want to wait that long. She wants us to get a scan of the kidneys and the ureter by next week. So she is going to send in another order for an ultrasound and have him seen next week. So we will see what those results say. So again, this should not cause significant pain. However, on top of all of this, so what they are thinking he could have is what's called hydronephrosis. One of our older daughters had this actually, and she was not diagnosed until she was 3. She had to have surgery because of it. And it actually took us 18 months to get an official diagnosis. because her symptoms did not present normal. She actually was physically sick with it. She would have vomiting or diarrhea, and would be pretty sick for a couple days and then would be like back to normal. She did not have UTIs. She actually did have one at 3 months old, which is very odd for a baby to have a UTI. But she never had one again. So looking back from the experience that we had with her, she was showing signs as a baby, but they weren't classic textbook signs. So we didn't know, that anything else was the matter. So there's that as well. And I've actually heard two things over the course of our daughter's treatment for it, was that it was hereditary and that it wasn't hereditary. So I don't know. So there's that. So we will have another ultrasound next week. So anyways, please be praying for him. He is doing much better today. And was since the doctor's appointment, actually. Go figure. It's like taking your car to the mechanic. It doesn't make the squealing noise when you take it to the mechanic. Anyway, so the other thing that the doctor wants me to do is to track how much he is eating. Being he's my 11th baby, I'm not like, super on top of his feeding. Just whenever I can tell, he's crying, it's time for him to eat. Like, I'm not making sure it's every 3 hours. Okay. So she wants me to keep track. She's like, again, you don't have to be like super diligent with it. She just wants to make sure that he's getting at least 30 to 36 ounces in a 24-hour period, because he has not, whenever he was really upset, a couple days ago, he was not eating as much, and that concerns her because she doesn't want him to get dehydrated, and that can cause, other issues. So anyways, that's the update. I am so thankful that there is not an obstruction. A little concerned about the kidneys and all of that. So yeah, fun time. So anyways, please be praying for him. Like I said, he does seem to be doing a little bit better. So thank you guys so much for all of your love and support and prayers thus far. And we will see y'all in the next video.